Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers, and we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. It's where ambition meets asphalt, where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. With only 4 races to go, the gateway to the West could be the this weekend at the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals. Get tickets at www.raceway.com for the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals this weekend. Join us September 26th through 28th. The Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com. September 26th through 28th.
Three years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has 3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat, 3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw...
They walk among us, but at 240 miles per...
Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing picture. Turbo.
Have you ever just forgot to hold the brakes during a race?
Join us September 26th through 28th. The Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com. September 26th through
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us a
champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. September 26th through 28th, the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2020.
Champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. It's where ambition meets asphalt, where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. With only 4 races to go, the gateway to the West could be the way to win it all. September 26th through 28th, the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com and be a part of the NHRA Countdown to the Championship. September 26th through 28th. Join us September 26th through 28th. The Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. September 26th through 28th. The Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com. September 26th through 28th. Join us September 26th. Join us September 26th through 28th. The champions, forged by the pressure.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is.
Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pick group. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pick group. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome from the glorious North Wilksboro Speedway in Wilkes County. Here we are for the North Wilkesboro 250 for the Juicy Spider Truck Series. I'm James Watson, joined as always by Matthew Weeks and our producer, Dave Huckleberry. This is going to be a good one. First of all, Matthew, how you doing? What are you looking forward to for tonight?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to some green flag racing, hopefully, and see these guys, little bump and runs here. We go back to some short track racing, which is.
But I get the feeling you're going to lean racing incident. So you see everyone continuing to circulate. That's a brand new word. Continuing. Anyways, you see Cody McCorkle down on pit road. And I don't know if he beat the pace car or not. That was really close. And apparently there's reports of the broadcast being down. Okay. Well, that's good for the folks at home, having 10 less laps listening to me scream all the time. And race control is calling it a racing deal. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Ethan Stanley will lead us to the restart zone once again. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Chad staying alongside the 91 fantastically, honestly. That's the best jump we've seen from the outside all night, but he's going to have Tommy Ryan to hold off. Ryan trying to maybe send it in, but Chad's going to shut the door and hold on to P2. We see nothing but side-by-side behind, even maybe a little 3 wide towards the back of the field. Campbell slides up about a lane. Don't know if he got some help from Phillips or not, but it's not going to hurt the 31 too much as he will clear JP Phillips and hold on to P4. You see this hornet's nest. Jeff Ryan rolling the outside of Dylan Javier. Trey Eidson trying to follow through. Ryan still can't clear Javier.
It's just so hard to pass on the bottom. But it's just, he's having a hard time. It's just so hard to carry the momentum on the bottom. I think we're having technical difficulties because I can't hear James. So I don't know if I'm talking over him or not. Still see side by side these guys still battling. He's still trying to get him down though. Oh, washes up. Oh, okay, so we have lost James.
Is working on.
Do you have a copy?
Welcome
yes,
back.
we got you.
Okay, my internet is down, so I am back with everyone on my cell phone. But heck, we'll be fine. Anyways, I can see that we're under caution right now.
Like something with Michael back here. Oh, some do good on do good crime.
Oh man.
Oh, and you see poor Cody McCorkle involved in another incident. Man, that is big junk for Connor Thompson, and yeah, see Rob Mooney also unlucky party in this incident as well.
All right, my internet's back. Yeah, that's the thing about Wilkesboro. Sometimes when you get these incidents, they end up getting pretty massive. Although it's still good avoidance by everyone avoiding it, but yeah, you don't have a whole lot of room to work with here when trucks are spinning.
Let's slide in a quick worldwide technology. Drive back.
Champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. September 26th through 28th, the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com. September 26th through 28th. Join us September 26th through 28th, the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at WWTRaceway.com. September 26th through 28th.
Back one green here.
Alrighty, see, Ethan Stanley leads us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. You saw Stanley taking the outside that time. And that does not help Chad Frankenfield at all, as he's side by side with Campbell trying to hold him off. He's going to have the preferred line. We've seen him roll the inside through 3 and 4 very well, and he's going to do it once again. Maybe not quite. Gerald just keeps the nose around the 15. And he sails it off around Frankenfield, trying to take over P2. But once again, they're still going to be side by side. Chad is very well alongside the 31. This might be his opportunity. And still not quite. And Deja. Oh, caution! There's another massive wreck. Oh my goodness!
There's a big. Oh man!
Half the field is around. My word! Oh! Saw a red and white truck got turned up into the wall. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but
It happened with William and Jeff.
yeah, it just doesn't look like Jeff Green gave William a whole lot of room up there.
Yeah, it kind of
And-
looks like Jeff ran him tight and got Will into the wall, and Will bounced off the wall and got into Jeff.
And then someone spins out trying to avoid it, and yeah, you see a massive chain reaction. Dylan Avere trying to check up to avoid it. He gets hit from behind, which causes a further check up and chain reaction, and then that's when everyone spins. Yeah, he gets bumped down into Ty McIntosh. But thankfully that happened well after the wreck, so it looks like Ty might have got away fairly scot-free. Oh, just a huge wreck. And that's what I was talking about in the last caution. When something happens, it's hard to avoid, especially right here on the front stretch. Like we were back at Daytona with all these trucks parked in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna tally the 38 truck on that one. He just washed up a little too high, got into Will's door. Will got in the wall, and you know they were sticking back together, and he turned Jeff in front of the whole building. That was a big wreck.
That it was. So we're watching Sam. Oh! Meanwhile, we are 1 to green after all of that excitement. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Ethan Stanley will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro once again. Time it's Ryan and Frankenfield doing battle once again. Tommy's got the momentum off. Oh, chaos. We got a caution yet again. Got the 97 around, Joe Francis around. See Jeff Green slow as well. And oh, Joe Francis loses it up into Jeff, and the 97, boom. Yeah. Yeah, you see there's no rear bumper on the back of the 55, which means there's no rear downforce on that truck, and sure enough, that's exactly why that 55 went around. Just nothing keeping any grip on the rear of that 55 Ford.
Yeah, with these trucks, it's weird. It's like when you get rear damage, it gets loose. If you get damage on the front, you know, left front, the right front, or dead center, it gets really tight. And then once that back bumper is completely off and you go into the corner, that truck is every time pretty much.
Absolutely. And poor Sean Judson, he's actually technically trapped a lap down. He's ahead of Stanley, so he'll get the waiver round to get back on the lead lap, but this is not going to give him any opportunity to get whatever damage fix he got from that incident. So tough break all around for the 97 to Judson.
Yeah, just unlucky. Still pacing. Hopefully we get some laps in. I know these boys will eventually have to pit for fuel. Not like the Xfinity race I won where I didn't pit at all and I won here.
Judson getting his way around. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Ethan Stanley once again leads us to the restart zone. And green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Oh man, massive jump from Stanley. Another not great restart from Tommy Ryan. Nearly gives Campbell the position outright, but once again, Gerald finding himself having to fight on the outside to take over second place. And, whoa, Tommy tries to clear, but he can't. Gerald still keeps the 31 on the outside. Chad Frankenfield watching the battle happen. wondering if there's any chance to make it Chad wide as Gerald lets the 66 go, and oh, almost lit Chad to the inside, and he will. Here comes Chad. It's further down the field. Jaden Rasimas made a little bit of contact with the wall off of turn 2.
Guys are just everywhere. Oh, Kurt gets a little loose out of turn 4 there. Save it. What a save by him. But these guys, Gerald and Chad, are going to race hard with each other. Gerald is probably one of the hardest people to pass in the league. And Chad is going to race you as hard as he possibly can every single lap.
Yeah, unstoppable force meet immovable object.
Oh, little T. Oh, looks like Lake Norman trucks touched. Oh, right there. Good save by those guys there. They're racing hard through the field. You see people using doors, little bumpers here and there.
Yeah, almost 3 wide at one point.
Oh, I thought he was going to slide up.
I think he thought he was going to slide up too. You see, yeah, and you see Trey Eidson right here on the scene. Now, where in the world did Trey even come from? He started 17th, and here he is up into P5. Jeff Ryan right behind him up into P6 from 16th.
Yeah, Trey was one of those guys I was talking about that I know that pretty quick everywhere, start midfield. If he doesn't get caught in any accident, he's usually a threat, especially in these trucks. So I knew he would make his way up there if he could dodge the wrecks.
Whoa, a little bit in the back. Cody McCorkle getting real sideways off of turn 2.
Get a little sideways on the exit, you gotta be easy on the throttle. It's very easy to overdrive it, very easy. And you don't think these trucks will have that much power, but here at this track, and I guess these tires, it just goes.
Yeah, you can overdrive practically anything at this place. It's what makes Wilkesboro so fascinating and so difficult is, oh, Jaden Rasimas wide up again. Oh, he's having to gather it. He saves it, but he's losing a heap of positions. As Brent Jones tries to send it to the inside, he'll get position.
Yeah, looks like Jaden got loose on the entry. Oh, loose on the exit, got the wall.
Oh, we got a truck going around, 13. Oh, we got 3 trucks parked up into turn 1. Oh no! Oh, that's not a great rejoin. Tyler Dixon.
Looks like the 13 bounced off the wall, came down in front of the, I think that was Connor. He'd come down on there. Or no, he might have pulled in front of Connor right here. Oh, that's Jeff.
And then,
yeah. Oh.
Truly one of the rejoins of all time. Yeah, Connor Thompson not happy with that, and I don't blame him. But we see the 65 down pit road, a lot of trucks on pit road.
About position 15 on back. Or maybe.
I wonder if Sean Judson might get a, I'd say, pit exit for that. It looked like he crossed the line, leaving the pit road a little bit. Doesn't look like it. looks like the 65 is going to be trapped a lap down. Alrighty, well, we are going to get ready to do it once again. Pace car making the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Ethan Stanley is going to lead us to the restart zone. Green means going. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Campbell trying to hold around the outside of Ryan, and Tommy is going to clear, but barely. Gerald looking to send the... One of these times, you're right, it's going to end poorly. He survived for now. As now Chad doing battle with the other Ryan, Jeff Ryan, having a good comeback result from starting outside the top 15 tonight.
Looked like he had a little wide there. I thought I got him. I've been watching him. He's been doing that to the traffic back there. Caught that one.
Oh no, we got a truck going around. Jesse Rasimas facing the wrong way in turn 2. And, nope, just loses the rear of that one truck.
Yep, just on entry there, just...
How much you see with that report?
All right.
So let's get an ad in.
Yep, you were reading my mind, Dave. We will be back with you shortly. And we are back. We are still to the green here at the North Wilkesboro 250. Plenty of action so far as we're at lap 63.
Yep, I think we're going to go green with 15 laps to go before our first stage. And for new time viewers, we don't throw any yellows for the stages. So, you know, if they so happily are green, once we hit lap 80, we'll just keep it green.
And now we are 1 to green.
And a lot of these guys are going to be wanting those, stage points. Some are kind of had a rough start to the season. And unlike Stanley, Stanley wants to win the stage. You know, I think he has a win already. Wants to bank, some playoff points. Playoff points are going to mean everything once you get to the playoffs.
Absolutely. Space car makes the hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Ethan Stanley once again will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. The best jump of all night from Tommy Ryan. He's going to try to send it off into the corner, stay to the inside of Ethan Stanley. Stanley trying to get the momentum out wide. They're going to drag race into turn 3. Tommy's got to do everything he can to try to get to the end. Hang on to the inside of the 91. Side by side off of the corner. Stanley shoots ahead. Can Tommy hold on? He slides up and Stanley's gonna clear. Oh, that's gonna sting. That was Tommy's best opportunity to take the lead from Ethan Stanley. Unbelievable jump from Tommy Ryan. He timed that to perfection.
Yeah, it was so good. I thought he actually jumped the start, but I
right?
think he called down Stanley. Stanley waited too long. He waited to the end of the box, and I think if you wait to the end of the box, it helps the guy that starts second have a way better chance of having a better start because they know, okay, at the end he's going, so they just know when to hit the gas. That really helped him, I think. Oh, Dusty!
Oh, Dusty! Spinning into the inside wall, Calamity. Oh, that is big damage for the 32 truck. The front of that Silverado is completely punched in. Oh, just slides up into, I think, the 57, and the truck already unloading off of that turn 4 decline just was enough to shoot the 32 truck around into the inside wall.
Yeah, it looked exactly like what happened when he got in the back of Goody there earlier in the race. But this time he wrecked himself instead of wrecking the other truck.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen that more often tonight because of how turn 4 is. That's the main kind of unique flair of North Wilkesboro is the fact that both ends of the track have different elevation. You know, you're kind of going down into 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 you go up a little hill, and then you're dropping down that hill, exit a turn 4, and it's so easy to get the rear whatever you're driving spun up and spinning out because the peak descent is right at the exit of the corner when you're starting to get on it. So you're basically doing everything you can to just hold on to the rear of the truck and keep it from going around it. You know, because of how much force was going against that truck, that little bit of contact from Dusty into the 57 was enough to completely kick the rear out.
It's just that corner's tricky because you think, especially when you have a truck to your outside like he did, and they think he's going to have a really good run on the exit, and that truck, you're already naturally washing up anyway on the exit of 4, and it's just so hard. And like you said, the rear wants to come around too as you're washing up, and that truck to the outside. It's a whole thing, and you're trying not to hit that truck, and just a little touch like he did turn you around just like that.
Wow, we're already 1 to green here. Pace car making the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Ethan Stanley will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Tommy Ryan with another good jump to the inside. But Stanley carrying so much speed through 1 and 2 is gonna clear him easy.
Stanley's gonna have to start mixing it up. Ryan's really picking up on where he started late in the box, and eventually he's gonna time it again. Have probably even a better shot at taking the lead.
Absolutely, as here comes Trey Eidson up into the top 3. Winner at the season opener at Daytona. Meanwhile, Jeff Ryan had a bit of a moment off of turn 2. Oh, and he's going around into the inside wall, Jeff Ryan. Oh, there's more trucks. Thompson and Bootwell sliding into the parked truck. Oh man, you just heard the tire squeal, and you're like, where's that coming from? And then out of nowhere, once again, Connor Thompson getting caught up after the initial incident. The caution comes out. Looks like
Connor lifted and Sam was just so close to him on the exit, you know, just thinking normal because you're really not paying attention. There's only one truck wrecked down at the bottom. You know, he doesn't see him down there, so he's exiting normal and just lift at just unlucky timing.
Yeah, I feel like you need almost superhuman reaction time if you're Sam to avoid that contact.
Yeah, it happened so quick at these with a short track. If it was a bigger track, he would have had plenty of time. But being here, and I know how that corner is, especially now since they added that wall, you really can't see nothing when you're down there. And he's wrapping the ball. You know, you coming up, you're so focused on your exit where that truck is, and he just on the exit he was real close, and the guy just lifted, and he just wasn't ready.
Looks like Shaw and Judson getting the wave around. Let's see what Tommy Ryan will be able to do on this one. We saw him get 2 great jumps, almost getting Ethan Stanley sleeping there. You have to imagine Stanley tries something different here. We are side by side, and 1 to green. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Ethan Stanley once again will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Tommy again with a great jump. Stanley going way wide, trying to max momentum off of the corner. Ryan's going to be side by side. Tommy's got to send it if he's going to have any chance. Stanley slides up. They're going to be alongside each other. Not enough.
I thought Tommy stole the stage right there.
That's right. Ethan Stanley will take the stage. Almost didn't even think about it, just watching the hard racing that we were seeing for the battle for the lead and the stage win. We're almost 3 wide here.
Yeah, I forgot I muted my mic doing the race control stuff because that battle was intense, and I'm calling it out. It was good. It was a good race.
As Trey Hudson looking around, JP Phillips trying to take over the spot.
Oh, Chad just sent it underneath the label.
Yep, we are Chad wide towards the back. Oh, Corey McCorkle up into the wall. Oh, up here going around. Oh.
The 59 truck got loose. Yeah. He got loose on entry and washed all the way up. I don't know if he overdrove it or what.
We are under our 10th caution, and we're not even 100 laps into the race.
Yep, just overdrove it a little bit. Oh.
And I think they're teammates in this series, so some friendly fire here.
Yep.
Caleb might be running this race solo after this one. Get it? Because their team name is Solo Racing? Yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
For the longest time, I thought they were Lake Norman trucks because they've been part of that group for a while. So I don't even know they had a different team name.
I think their teammates
19.
still
See the 19 having his own adventure getting through that, just having to scrape through the wall and Navier get through that is the 19 of Kirk Gibson. There goes Connor Thompson out of pit road. But man, you'd think that Ethan Stanley would switch it up at this point. That is 3 times that he has almost lost the lead into Tommy Ryan there. And like, I want to learn Tommy Ryan's power of getting these great jumps to stay alongside with the leader, because you see, rarely does that happen on iRacing. The leader always seems to be shot out of a rocket time in and time out.
I think it's just where Stanley's waiting so long in the restart box. If you go early, yeah, it's early, but they're just not ready for it a lot of times. If you sit there and wait to the end, those guys are just, okay, it's get smaller boxing window for them to go. So they're, you know, it's even better of a shot for them to take the lead.
Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. This time Stanley took the inside. Oh, Stanley got loose. Ryan's going to have the run off of turn 2. And he's clear for the moment. Stanley trying to keep the inside of the 91, holding on to the position. Oh, and he's loose off of the corner. Ryan's going to have the preferred line going into turn 1 and 2, and he's going to clear. New leader, Tommy Ryan.
Oh, Trey tried to get on the outside of Stanley and overcooked the rear right there and about lost it.
Yeah, now he has his hands full with his Chip Esports teammate Cody McCorkle. Stanley now trying to see if he can take the lead of this race back.
Yeah,
well,
I'll be worried though. Stanley got sideways a couple of times. I'll be worried about that rear tire.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. We said Ethan needed to change it up. He changed it up. He took the inside this time, and that ended up being his undoing. Big calamity! 33, right hook to the wall, and the 60's gonna nowhere to go. The 165 turned around a little bit out of camera shot as well. See, I don't even know what happened. Looked like the 4 kind of shot down, but I don't know if the 33 shot up a little bit.
It looks like the 33 got loose to the second lane, and then the 4 got loose at an exit right here and come down too. So it's like they both got loose on the exit of the corner, and they're both fighting it.
It's a hard hit for the 33, and Nabnett, Jesse Rasimas involved. You see another stack up behind. We are on board with the 60 of Nabnett. And just nowhere to go. Oh, once again, Rob Mooney right there at the very end of it. The front of that 484 truck has seen some things tonight. Well, strategy's starting to rear its ugly head. Several of the lead cars brought it down pit road. Stanley, Campbell, Eidson bringing it down pit road to take tires. Tommy Ryan stays out. He's like, I spent 96 laps trying to get that lead. I'm not going to give it up now. Alright, well, let's see what Tommy Ryan has and what he's learned as the second place car, now putting it to work as the leader. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tommy Ryan's going to lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. There it is. Good jump from the 66. He's going to clear. McCorkle loses a spot to Ty McIntosh. Ty trying to look to the inside of 66. Now to the outside of the 66. So a lot of speed in that 10 truck. Whoa. I don't know if he got loose, evasive maneuver, or what, but you saw him dive to the inside real quickly coming out of the corner. Now he has the 39 of Shane Tyrion to worry about. Whoa. Stanley got a little loose. Guys who took tires are in the middle of a hornet's nest. As now Tyrion looking to the inside of McIntosh. Meanwhile, nearly 3 wide. We are going to be 3 wide. The 57, 24, and 43, 3 wide off of turn 4. Oh, all of them are sliding up. Oh, Osix slides up and puts Nick Adams up there on the wall of the 26.
Yeah, and knowing Adams, he's not going to be too happy about that.
Nope. And here, speaking of the devil, here comes Adams around the outside. We're 3 wide. He's gonna clear both of them and now jump to the outside of Javier. That's gonna be 3 spots gained in 1 lap for Adams. What a move!
They gotta do it. Hurry up. Pick them off real quick. Once you get into a run, the tires are gonna even out. I think it's gonna be even harder to pass.
Yes, sir. If we even get that run. Meanwhile, Chad Frankenfield up into P2, and now Gavin Higgins trying to move past Ty McIntosh for P3. And here comes Chad to the inside. That's Tommy Ryan for the lead of this race. Meanwhile, on the back, a big save from Courtney McCorkle. It was all kinds of sideways in that 2 truck, but back up front, Chad trying to take the lead of the race from Ryan, and he's not gonna quite clear. Ryan sends it off into the corner, holding that preferred line around the outside, and they are still side by side off of the corner. But now it switches. Chad has the spot, and nope, Tommy holds on. This is what's difficult about Wilkesboro. You see the preferred line flip-flops every corner. Just when he got the advantage, you immediately lose it. It's 3 wide behind them, Campbell, Tyrion, and McIntosh. There's battles everywhere right now.
Chad had a good 4, he just... It's just so hard to pass in 1 and 2, because you got to run a weird line there. But 3 and 4, you can really wrap the bottom. And it seems to work middle, and then on the exit, Ryan just has all the momentum, but Ryan wiggles. That little wiggle ahead of Ryan lost the lead. Now Chad's going to get pressure by Stanley.
Here we go, Ethan Stanley looking to the inside of Chad. Fresh tires have made short work of this field. Has moved Ethan Stanley back to the lead of this race. Man, Tommy Ryan's got to be pretty miffed with that. It's like, oh, now they stopped bringing out cautions. offense. Now he's on full defense. How many more spots is he going to lose on those older tires? As 3 wide directly behind him. Tarek, Campbell, Hudson, oh boy. He's just getting swallowed up now. There goes Campbell, there goes Tyrion.
I think where he overdrove the entry a lot, racing Chad hard, really hard, trying to keep the lead. Probably overtook the tires that he wanted to. Now he's just paying for it.
Just racing Chad. Oh man, let's not forget that he was having to drive the heck out at 66 the whole first 100 laps of the race, trying to get by Ethan Stanley. Those tires have lived a... Oh! Calamity, we got a caution!
Well, this would be the time for him to put these tires on now.
Absolutely is not quite seeing what happened. Looks like 13 to Tyler Dixon. Goes around entry of 3. And there it is. To see Chad first one down pit road. Eidson in, Tyrion, and of course Tommy Ryan. Well, I think it's time. Yeah, I do believe it is. And Tyler.
But I think whereas a self-spin no contact, it counts as a self-spin thing. How Chad phrased it is different. I don't know how Chad does it.
I thought it still counted as 2 in the race, but it doesn't count toward the punitive, like,
oh, maybe, yeah.
Post-race counts.
There's the official ruling. Of course, tally on 13 is we are coming to 1 to green.
And Dixon, I think that's your second tally too, bud, so I need you to mark it.
He already left the session.
Oh. Never mind, he said screw it.
He's like, say no more, fam. Click.
About to get that second tally, you just might as well you're already leaving.
Yep. Yeah. Green means going. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Ethan Stanley once again getting a good jump. Now Gavin Higgins is gonna have his hands full. Here comes William White around the outside. Nearly Chad Wide, right? And we are Chad Wide. Oh, that's exactly why I said it. 3 wide right behind them. Yep. Whatever Chad's involved, it's always Chad Wide. This is lesser Chad Wide. Chad's gonna clear. He's gonna drive back up into P2 with those fresher tires. Look at the difference. Here comes Tommy Ryan back up into the fray. Shane Tyrion too around the outside. Man, this might be some interesting information for these crew chiefs because, like, hardly any time has passed and already these fresher tires are back up on the verge of taking over the lead. It's not like wasn't that long since Stanley and company pit.
I was about to say, it wasn't that many laps, but
In lap
it's
difference.
very noticeable.
Oh, chaos! Kirk Gibson around. And oh, he gets loose and nowhere for Dylan Revere to go. Well, now what does the other half of the field decide to do? As you can already see Gerald Campbell bringing it down pit road. It's like McCorkle's. No, I think McCorkle stayed out on the track. Doesn't look like too many takers here. Meanwhile, I think it's time we took another quick break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pick group. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. Now let's hear about Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pick group. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
And we are back, and we are about to be 1 to green here at North Wilkesboro. It's like Chad taking the inside. Interesting call there for the 15. Space car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Chad Frankenfield will lead us to the restart zone. And green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Good jump from Chad. Now he's got to make sure he's got to defend the outside, and he did not. Here comes Stanley with the momentum around the outside, but he's gonna be where he needs to be here through 3 and 4. Ethan ships it on down, and he might have put a little too much postage on it as they're 3 wide off of the exit. Stanley, Ryan, and Tyrion. Oh, Stanley trying to see if he can pull away. He will not. They're still 3 wide. Oh boy, Chad is loving what he's seen in his mirror. It's going to allow him to drive away as Tyrion and Ryan try to clear the leader of the most laps so far down to 2 wide. Stanley still trying to prevail around the outside. Ryan gonna clear. Move Tommy Ryan up into second. As Stanley continues to have his hands full with Shane Tyrion in the 39 right to his inside.
Yeah, I think now he's got his tires a little hot. He's fighting his own tires. A lot of these guys on the pressure tires, a little better grip. He's struggling right now.
Absolutely, but did you see Cody McCorkle ship it on down in there to turn 1 and 2? He carried so much speed. I thought he was going to make some serious ground, but unfortunately just lost the grip a little bit. But thankfully for his sake, it seemed to keep it out of the wall.
Yeah, he's really rolling that outside.
The extreme outside, Larson lining it in 1 and 2.
Oh, got the ball a little bit there.
Oh no, Adams going around. Chaos is out. JP Phillips came so close to clipping the 26. See. And, wasn't much contact from a Norgard, but it was enough to shipped the 26 down to the inside wall. Don't know if he was trying to side draft or what, but goes up a little bit of net code, but there's, I think, going to be contact regardless. But all things considered, not bad for Adams. It's not a whole lot of contact there.
Yeah, with all these cautions we're having, man, he'd get that thing fixed up perfect.
No kidding. This is our 14th caution. See a few trucks on pit road. Pecumer, Jeff Ryan, Rob Mooney. South Shore teammates exiting pit road. So we are going to be, I think, 6 laps from stage end when we go back green.
Yep. Right. 140.
I don't know if this is trash talk, but a interesting conversation going on about race chatter.
Gerald always got us something to say, man.
Meanwhile, we are double file 1 to green. You see the pace car making the hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Chad Frankenfield will lead us back to the restart zone. Green means going. We're back underway here at Wilkesboro. Jeff Ryan, or Tommy Ryan, doing what we saw early on, having a great jump to the inside. He's going to be side by side with Chad as we come off of turn 2. Chad not able to clear. Oh! And Chad cleared himself! Oh, what a save by Chad! No kidding. You see Chad tried to shut the door, but Tommy had a foot in still. And I cannot believe the 15 held onto that truck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That is crazy.
Thanks to iRacing.
Task failed successfully by Chad to clear himself and hang on to the race lead.
Only cost is the extra one.
Yeah, that is an excellent point.
Yeah, that slide really heated them tires up, but the caution could help cool them back down. Yeah, that was a save though. I don't know how, he said he has some right front damage. And I'm trying to see where he got that right damage at.
Meanwhile, we are 1 to green. Pace car, get ready to make that hard left-hand turn on a pit road. As Chad Frankenfield will once again lead us back to the restart zone. Gravy is going, we're back underway at Wilkesboro. Tommy Ryan continues to time these restarts well, and oh, I think it was Tommy who tried to clear himself this time. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide for the lead off of turn 2. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're squeezing each other. Oh, everybody's getting bodied. And it's going to be Trey Eidson taking the lead in the space, and oh no, chaos, Clammy. Oh, what a big one is going. Oh, Chad Frankenfield. Oh my goodness, another massive wreck here on the front straightaway. I don't even know who won the stage. I think that was Eidson. Oh, Gavin Higgins telling us we need to watch his. Chad holding low off of the exit. Ty trying to go up. And then everybody just plowing in, slowing up. Chad gets demolished towards the end. Saw that 15 truck get airborne. Here comes Corey McCorkle. Massive impact into the 10. And then he goes down into the 4 and shoots Logan Shea back up into Chad. Completely lifts the rear of the 15 up into the air. That's probably going to be big damage for Chad Frankenfield. But somehow, no meatball. There's no meatballs from that incident. No one. Not a one. That is unbelievable to me. And once again, Rob Mooney. Little tappy tap towards the end. Poor Rob. I think he's been involved in almost
everybody in every caution.
Touch. I'd make a deep cut SpongeBob reference, but I don't know how many people would actually understand what the hell I'm talking about, so I'll just hold that. Well, that is the first 2 stages tonight. Definitely been a race to remember, that's for sure. And we still have another 110 or so laps to go. Continuing to watch the onboard. Meanwhile, green means go. We're back underway here at Wilkesboro. Tommy Ryan with a good jump, but not enough. Here comes Eidson. Massive momentum off of the corner. He's gonna clear. So you see, where in the world did Jesse Rasimas come from? Look at the one truck up here fighting for P3.
I know.
A heck of a recovery from that one truck. Saw him hit the wall a couple times, go around, but here he is, settling into P4. Great run for the one. As here comes Ethan Stanley looking to the inside of Tommy Ryan. Tommy gonna try to clear the 91, and he's got it cleared. Tommy Ryan holds on to P2. See battle between McIntosh and Sean Judson. Whoa, a little bit of contact. McIntosh going to clear the 97. Well, here comes Tieran and Gavin Higgins as Stanley continues to try to work over the 66. He's mostly clear, gonna have the preferred line, and there it is. Ethan Stanley will take over P2. Now he turns his attention to the race leader, the 92, Trey Eidson. Went to try to sing him his praises, but now starting to lose some positions here as there goes Josh Adams by. You can see there's still a lot of pace in that 91. He is just making up time, hand over fist on Eidson.
Yeah, I wonder if he has better, fresher tires than Eidson?
Yeah, 18 laps straight.
Okay, yeah,
That'll do it.
And we came in lap 130.
And here comes Ethan Stanley. Eidson goes high, trying to hold him off. So far, Stanley starting to nose ahead.
Should get him right here, 1 and 2. The grip, he just rotates the middle of the corner so much better. Oh, never mind. Eidson proved me wrong and really wrapped outside well.
Great set of corners from Trey Eidson, but Ethan Stanley has the preferred line here. Eidson doing everything he can to hang onto the quarter panel. Stanley, he will not. Ethan Stanley will retake the lead at this race.
I think probably try to cool these tires off. He drove hard for a couple laps, try to keep him at bay. Cool him off a little bit and then try to attack him. You're already at a disadvantage, so you're just going to hurt yourself more, you know, pressuring with the older tires you have.
Meanwhile, Josh Adams trying to sneak by the 20, Gavin Higgins. Have a good. No, that got me worried too. Higgins going high, trying to keep the momentum up. Adams doing everything he can, but Higgins continues to hold strong on the outside.
Yeah, you just all that momentum you get up there so easy. But the thing is, I'm probably going to hurt him late in the run as I've seen him get sideways right there. It's really cooking that rear tire.
Ooh, Adams barely going to clear the 20 and he will take over P5. Brent Jones and Sean Judson doing battle.
There are battles all over. I see who's one of the bigger guys racing Logan Shea. Looks like late. I don't know if Gibson's a lap down, but he's really running that outside pretty well.
Yeah, you see heavy damage on that fork truck, but he's still trucking along. Oh, it's for the 3 wide. Oh. 3 wide past the lap truck of Sam Boutwell.
The thing with not so many trucks, this has the feel of a really long run. So if you didn't take tires in the last caution, 2 cautions, I think this run is really going to hurt you.
Yeah, you know, Trey Eidson must be thinking, oh, now they stop wrecking. Meanwhile, I think Calamity is striking the connection to Gavin Higgins. I don't think he's on track anymore. That quality is in the red and it is dropping.
Yep,
He is yeah, he is currently 2 laps down, 28.
It's like a blown motor for the 20 truck. I mean, that's what we say when we're having an internet issue or someone lags out. It's pretty much a mechanical failure for us.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking for Higgins, having a great run there up in P6. The internet gods were not kind to him tonight.
Which is unlucky. He is one of those guys I always look at when we come to the short track. No matter if it's a truck, Xfinity, Cup Car, because I'll race him in other series too. He's a threat to win those races. He is so good at these types of tracks. And it just sucks, you know, it's just heartbreaking for him to lag out like that. We're still, what, 90 laps to go, coming up to 80, and he's still running up there with a shot, possibly to win the thing. Things work out a certain way.
Yep, and he is officially just dropped. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Like, looks like a lot of these guys have just singled out a lot of, I don't see any more, battle. Looks like guys are just knocking these laps off, trying to get this race over with. I think they got tired of the 15 caution as well.
Yeah. Here we go, battle between Gibson, Javier, and Pocock. The strangest names for a law firm I've ever heard of.
Fox a lap.
And Gibson's running good. This is a guy I touch on a lot. It's a friend I've known for many, many years. He just got on iRacing here recently. You know, he's been learning these tracks. Some of these tracks he's going to for the first time in the sim, especially here. And to do what he's doing, you know, I think he started like almost close to like 30th, and he's up top 15 now, running 15. I mean, that's a good night. That's what he needs. Get all the laps, get the experience. That's really what these, you know, when you're new to the sim, that's really what you want to do, is just try to log as many laps as you can.
Chaos! We got another caution again. Oh no, we see the one on pit road. Oh. 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 Man, the good recovery run for Jane Rasimas comes to an end.
Yeah, and I think that's his second tally to the night too, so unlucky for Jaden.
I think it's time we take another quick
truck
break.
around in pit lane.
Yeah, it's like it's 34 JP Phillips. See, he's turning into his box as Trey Eidson is coming out of his, and
Just unlucky timing.
the is absolutely all up in the business of Ty McIntosh as he was getting his stop done.
Yes, sir. Tired of doing it.
Yep.
Yep. Not like real life.
Meanwhile, we are in 1 to green once again. As the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Ethan Stanley once again leads us back to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. This time, Ryan does not get a good jump next to the 91. Stanley's going to be all alone. Now, Ryan's fighting Shane Tyrion, trying to hold on to P2. Gonna slide up just a bit. Here comes Tyrion. Oh, truck sideways in the back, 65, and he saves it. We stay green. Absolutely. What a job of driving for Brandon Smith. While back up front, single file with the exception of Jones in green.
Jones really ripping the outside, really running it. I'm just getting too worried running it for so long. It looks like the guys that run it for a long period of time really burn that right rear tire.
Absolutely, especially with how much throttle you have to give it, trying to maintain all that momentum around and stay to the outside.
Williams started putting pressure on Jeff. Blake looks pretty good down there, putting pressure on Williams. It's a nice little battle we got right here. Stanley is really just set rhythm, just trying to gap. You know, second place, trying to build a big gap. Manage. It's all you want to do right now if you're the leader. You don't want to overdrive, just try to manage that gap. The tires. It looks like the tires are kind of coming into play.
Absolutely, and this is such a big advantage to not having to worry about battling someone for the lead for the first time in a long time for Ethan Stanley. Here comes White to
Ryan, and then he infield with Chad, and now he's actually got a nice little gap to manage.
Most Ethan Stanley has been able to relax probably lap 3.
Both William and Leighton get by Jeff. Really, they're all running the same line. I think we want to try to venture away. That dirty air, ever since I'm racing it, updated the dirty air, man. It's just not fun being behind somebody.
No, it is not.
It's like you're just stuck. I mean, get to a certain point, and then he just stalls out. A lot of single file. Oh, late. Oh, I thought he just dove it in there and he's waiting there for a second. Like camera shot looks. Pass the lap down actually from that wreck earlier when he got turned after that big break on the front stretch.
He sure is. That front end is still pretty caved in as Brandon Smith has called it quits for tonight.
Hard pass. These guys are just struggling there. I don't know how many people took tires on that lap because I was looking at the wreck. Oh, it's Ethan had a little struggle there in front of, or Ryan had a little struggle there in front of Ethan. They had a little contact. It was like
top 14.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of has made this race a bit more straightforward is the fact that we no longer have the differing strategies, the tire opposite. Whoa, hang on to Rob! Oh, 84 into the wall. But we stay green.
Chance out here, so I figured he would have after that big old wreck. I'm surprised he didn't get more damage. He got hit hard. The second hit after the wreck when them two cars wrecked him, that was a big hit.
Yeah, he didn't get a meatball. In fact, I don't think anyone got a meatball from that track blocker, which is surprising. Oh, chaos. We got another caution.
Is it? Tagging it.
Yeah, call it a debris caution? Oh, wait. Adams and Ryan side by side? Nope. Huh. Meanwhile, a bunch of trucks have brought it down pit road. Rob Mooney saying he might oh, son, Kirk Gibson's taking responsibility. And there it is.
That's the caution?
Yep.
Okay. It might be
Okie dokie then. Yeah, I think you're right on that. Yeah. A wet part of the caution. We are under yellow for the 18th time tonight.
What are we eating, James?
Chips.
I thought it was carrots. Sound like Bugs Bunny doing it.
Some Doc.
Your mic picks it up.
Neat! It fits in with everything else going on, I suppose. Meanwhile, pace car on pit road. Gerald Campbell will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Oh my god, we got a big caution!
Oh no.
and we got another track blocker! Adios mio!
Starts up there with Eidson.
People upset with the team and oof. Yeah. I don't know, Chad really was able to see a whole lot. That is our third track blocker of the night, unfortunately. Man, look at all that. It's a 92 up the racetrack, nowhere for the 89 to go. Meanwhile, we are 1 to green once again. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Gerald Campbell will lead us to the restart zone, and green means going. We're back underway at Wilkesboro. Here comes Stanley with all the speed around the outside. Gerald, nothing he can do. Stanley up to the race lead once again. Brian 3 wide for P2. Adams around the outside. Gerald Campbell going backwards on the older tires. Around the outside of White. Jacob Adams wasn't quite able to clear Norgard, and Layton's going to shoot it around the outside. Adams holding on, but I think he might not be able to hold on any longer. Layton way up the track trying to get the momentum, and he will clear the 26, and William White trying to follow him. White not quite able. Looks like he slid in the center just a little bit. A little bit of a wiggle in the back for Logan and Shea. That nearly could have been bad. Oh, big sideways for Chad off of the corner. That 15 truck is bruised, beaten, and battered. But it still rolls somehow.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's still going with that how much
Chad trying to battle to maintain his position as first truck on the lead lap as he gets sideways again. So far, Campbell has stopped leaning a little bit. He was on those older tires, tried the strategy call, not hold on to the lead, but he's holding on to P7 right now.
Yeah, doing a good job of fighting these guys, but I don't know. I think it's going to end up hurting him here because he watched him for a while.
Yeah, he's going to need a caution, and he's going to need to not be the caution. He's got a lot of trucks and first tires beating on the door of that, of the Dandelion. No, it's a sunflower machine. You've heard nothing. Anyways, as we see JP Phillips to the inside of the 31, trying to take the position. See Shane's here and behind them, taking it 3 wide. Shane not on the lead lap.
Yeah. Oh, Jared, I'll be getting aggravated. Like, come on, you're on the lead lap. I don't want to be 3 wide. Oh.
Yeah. And both Kieran and Phillips are a lap down, so I'm just kind of surprised why Gerald was trying to fight both of them as hard as he was. You see the 31 slip just a little bit.
I can tell you why, because it's Gerald.
Yeah,
I was thinking
good
that in my
point.
head too. I know why.
He just, no matter if your lab's down on the same lap as him, he's just gonna race the yard. He just wants to race the everybody car. Gotta respect it though.
It's been so.
Chad's really caught these guys. I'm surprised like that. Damn, decent for him to get an okay finish.
Yeah, on pace, he's essentially 7th truck on the track, which is not bad. He's gaining on this trio up here at 4th position. So Chad also needs a caution, and to really not be the caution.
Yeah, there's always the one thing, when you need a caution, you don't want to be it. Sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Especially if you're the lucky dog and knowing that that caution will cost you the lucky dog if you cause it.
Let's try.
Brent Jones and Ty McIntosh on track together.
In the wall. I've seen him hit that wall I don't know how many times.
And here comes Chad getting in the middle of this battle.
Outside, oh he did.
Here comes a veer to the outside. Trying to sneak past Josh Adams.
He has the cruise lane there, so I think he's has a preset. Just needs a good set of corners right here.
And has him clear, but can't cover off the inside. Josh is still holding, but now Dylan's gonna have to spot Dylan Avere up to the top 5. And that truck has been an unlucky bystander in a few incidents tonight. And somehow he has got that 57 up to the top 5. What a run for Dylan Avere.
Yeah, I think he's, with all the cautions, it looks like he's fixed it pretty much all the way. I don't see anything anymore on there, and has a pretty good speed. I don't think he has race winning speed, but it's a good way to walk out of here with a good top 5. That's a good point today.
It's now looks like Shane Tarrant has got by Chad to be the first truck 1 lap down.
Yeah, I wonder if that damage is now taking its effect. Because I know when you do get damaged, like he can sit there and try to take care of the tires too. You know, drive. It's going to overuse the tires no matter what with the damage. So I'm pretty sure that's coming into play right now.
And actually, it's Cale Pocock showing us the first truck a lap down. I think he just might have been passed by the race leaders. Yep, there he is. So that is bad luck for Chad and Shane right now.
Ryan is kind of eating into the lead, little by little. I wonder if that was the lap truck right there that Stanley was racing with, or Ryan was just sitting back there just saving for a while before he really started driving.
Yeah, let's see. A couple laps ago, you saw it was a massive gain, almost 2/10 that lap alone. Stanley got a little loose there off the turn 2.
Yep, now it's gonna get challenging. You got a couple of lap trucks right here.
Stanley to the inside, Sean Judson. Now he's first truck a lap down. Mitchell Avere is already 2 laps down. Now I think about to be 3.
Oh, Ryan could exit like he wants to. That lost all the time he just gained.
Yeah, that is a tough break for Tommy Ryan and exactly what Ethan Stanley needed.
They're just real even. Just looking at the times, it's just so close. 7/10 to 6/10, it's just bouncing back and forth. Oh, Stanley gets a little loose on exit. Let Ryan have to exit the corner, which really helped.
Yeah, let's see, almost a 10th that lap for Tommy Ryan.
Yeah, it looks like Stanley is better in 1 and 2 than Ryan is a little better than better in 3 and 4 than what Stanley is in 1 and 2. He just gets all the time he loses back in and just a little bit more in 3 and 4. Lost a little bit of that time.
Yeah, 7 laps for Stanley.
Now down to 5/10. He's eating it slowly. There's plenty of time. He doesn't have to overdo it. Still fighting with his foot. Oh, tires. He's still putting up a fight.
He's still holding on to a top 10 right now, somehow.
Big foul. Looks like Ethan pulls off the track to go down pit road.
Yeah.
Don't look on last guy tires.
Oh. Mother of mercy. Kill.
Yeah. Man, we need some tires.
My boy's running around on the cords. Goodness gracious.
Tires.
How is he not blowing a tire yet?
I know.
William White was unpleased with something.
Looking at that, no, but there's about 4 or 5 lap trucks up here in front of Stanley. This might get interesting. Now he's getting all this dirty air, and they're not all running. A couple of them running high. I know that one truck that was like 3 trucks in front was kind of lower there. This should be a lot of dirty air, and Ryan's right on him.
Look at that. And first one they're going to catch is Mike Bossack. That's also not one that's easy to pass.
Really good on the bottom, just wraps the bottom so well. He moves up to 3-4. Oh, he gets a good little arc into the corner. I see you. Good little arc, get good exit speed. Now it's the traffic jam. You got these trucks battle for position.
Oh, and Bossack got sideways. Oh, here comes Ryan. He's looking to the outside. Gonna be maybe 3 wide. Tommy couldn't get position right there. Stanley held up. He's maybe gonna clear Bossack, but he's still gonna have Jeff Ryan to worry about. Tommy Ryan was nearly 3 wide with his brother on the outside.
A little better, he just needs to get closer. This might hurt Stanley on the exit. Stanley won't be able to open all the way.
See Tommy trying to get the front of that Chevy to the quarter panel of Stanley.
Now you're coming up on Gerald, who's going to fight. Probably not to go a lap down.
Yeah, we can count on that. Where does Tommy Ryan decide to go? Campbell hold in the middle lane. Tommy couldn't get to the outside, but Gerald just doesn't have enough grip left in that 31 truck. We're gonna have
to go. Ryan is right on him.
Not a whole lot of lap traffic to worry about here for at least the near future, but Ryan is all over the back of Stanley. Maybe, I don't know, a quarter of a car length between those two off of turn 2. Ryan just beating him on the center of the corner.
Yeah, Ryan is doing something different than what a lot of guys is in 3. He's really getting a good arc into the corner, and it looks like Stanley has some rear damage from that earlier wreck. I thought that camera angle looked like he had some, the rear end is kind of dented in a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Oh no, it looks good. It's just going to be so hard to pass on the bottom. I mean, if Ryan's going to do it, he's going to have to get really close and really push some air and get him arrow loose.
Could we see a bump and run here, Matt?
I wouldn't put it past it. I could see it happening.
Here we are, got a old school short track battle, 6 to go. Can Tommy Ryan find his way past the 91 to Ethan Stanley? Stanley dominated this race. Leader of the most laps by far, but here comes Ryan looking to the inside. Not quite. Stanley gonna pull on the outside. Ended up being a great corner for Stanley.
Yeah, it looked like Stanley messed up the corner and slid up, but it was a good move. Really carried the momentum on the exit doing that.
Fantastic job to turn a weakness to a gain for Stanley as we got 5 to go. This time, maybe not so much, but he still pulls Ryan off of the exit. Whatever Tommy's gaining on the center, Stanley is just taken. He sure did. Best
Ryan
corner.
Really backed that corner up a lot. It really helped his center and exit.
Absolutely, that was the best
He
corner
hit
he had. Ooh!
Grass curb, whatever that is down there, he hit it.
Ryan looking to the outside. 3 laps to go from Wilkesboro. Tommy Ryan giving everything that 66 truck has as they're side by side in front of them. Oh, Chad going around, he saved it. We stay green. They're gonna have traffic here going by Rob Mooney, Caleb Pecumer. Oh, it's gonna hurt Ryan so much. 2 laps to go at Wilkesboro. That might be it, but
Stanley got a little loose on entry.
He sure did. Ryan to the inside. Jeff has to send it. This is gonna be his best chance. Sends it off into the corner. Inches ahead, but Stanley hanging to the outside off of the final corner. 1 lap to go at Wilkesboro. Tommy Ryan noses ahead. Stanley trying to keep up the momentum. He slipped. Oh, Ryan's gonna clear. What happens now as we get into turn 3? Stanley gonna send it. Oh, there's a bump on Ryan. He gets him sideways. Stanley not able to take advantage off of the corner. It's Ryan. Tommy Ryan wins at North Wilkesboro. What a battle. My goodness. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Stanley burnt them rear tires up a little too much.
Oh my goodness.
Really hurt him the last 2 laps.
What a battle. That was incredible. Tommy Ryan with that never say die attitude.
Yeah, that was nice.
Rob Mooney said to watch his onboard of the final battle.
Yeah, he had front row seats. He had a better view of it than we did, I think.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah, you can just see Stanley is just struggling with rear grip.
Then You see ships on down into the corner, makes contact with Ryan. He had to gather it up himself and lost all that momentum, and it was just enough for Tommy to hold on to the lead and take home the win. Oh my goodness, what a race!
What a good ending.
Yeah, oh wow. I think we're going to take a quick break, gather ourselves, and gather our top three, and we'll be back shortly.
Champions, forged by the pressure of the countdown, will rise. September 26th through 28th, the Napa Auto Parts NHRA Midwest Nationals Roaring Worldwide Technology Raceway. Get tickets today at www.raceway.com. September 26th through 28th.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, we are back with our third place finisher, Elate Norgard. Elate, how did you pull that one off? You kind of, while the chaos was going on up front, you just kind of snuck your way in and took over P3. Take us through your race and how you were able to translate into a top three.
I was running mid-pack basically all race. It wasn't going as well as I might have hoped. I'm definitely not a short track racer, so it's also not very surprising. But yeah, as the race went on, the field just kept thinning out gradually, and I avoided trouble. I had a total of 15 seconds of damage the entire race. And like Will, my teammate was behind me in fourth, and he had over a minute on that last run. So I was able to keep my car clean and just stay out of trouble. Had tires when I needed them, and I chose the right lane to get around Josh Adams there on that last run. And that's what really made the difference. Let me build up a bit of a cushion over fourth place and hold on for the rest of the run.
Yeah, how difficult was it just keeping your nose clean? Like you said it yourself, you did an incredible job staying out of the calamity, but others were not so lucky.
Yeah, it's just a tight track. Not a lot of space to avoid things when they happen, and we definitely had a couple of track blockers there. But anytime they happened in front of me, I was either able to find a hole to get through or slow down enough that I didn't get much damage from it. So just worked out for me that way. And I do want to go ahead and apologize to Josh Adams again. I did it in race, but did not mean to get into his left rear in the middle of the race like I did, but definitely a mistake.
All right, well, that was a fantastic run to Leighton. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Just my teammates over at Abbott, Liam White, Cale Pocock. He had a up and down race for sure. And then guys that weren't here, Corey Abbott, Andrew Hardcastle, Dominic Wright, Thomas Coonan, a good bunch of guys. And then of course there's always you guys doing the broadcast, putting on a good show for all of us to watch after the race, and go to our friends and all the admins that make the league happen.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Leighton. Hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yep, thanks guys.
Hey, that's your third place finisher. Now time to talk to our runner-up, the leader of the most laps, but unfortunately just came up a little bit short. Ethan, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, take us through those closing laps. That was a unbelievable battle between you and Tommy, but ultimately just came up a little bit short on your end.
Yeah, that was one of the longest runs we got throughout the night. Tires were really starting to wear. Right rear slipping all the time, and I felt like we were pretty even. Like he was catching me a little bit, but once he was up to my back bumper, he couldn't really do anything. But 2 to go there, just slid the right front, and he was able to get underneath me, and then that was about it. You had to get to the bottom in 3 and 4, otherwise you were just going straight up.
Yeah, take us through the early parts of the race though, because until we got to the closing laps, it looked like everything was pretty well under control for you.
Yeah, that first pit stop stint, like first 75 laps or something, or 80 laps. Yeah, just able to control out front. Nobody was able to really pass on even tires, and everybody was staying out for the stage. But yeah, once I lost the lead a couple times through pitting, I was able to get it back. It was pretty fun fighting the way through the field. Just yeah, towards the end there, I had to fight my way back to the lead. And on that final restart, didn't know it was going to be, but on that final restart, just I think I pushed a little bit too hard to start.
Yeah, fortunate end, but it was still a incredible run for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you like to give?
Yeah, as always, big shout out to Blue Egg Marketing, longtime sponsor with the team. Big shout out to Lake Norman Motorsports. It was a pretty rough night for the boys, but we'll come back. At least Dylan got a 5th. I didn't even realize. Jeff 6th. Yeah, and big shout out to you guys up in the booth. Always love watching all these back. And big shout out to of course JD Designs, paints all these trucks that I run. And just big shout out to the admins and Chad, of course, for running the league.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Ethan. Hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yep, see you around.
And now it's time to talk to our race winner. That absolutely incredible closing set of laps to bring home the race win. We're working on bringing him up. Tommy, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wow, what a battle between the two of you there in the final laps. First question, how did you do it?
That was pretty epic, man. Well, going back and watching replays, it looks like Ethan, when he dove it into, I guess that was turn 1, yeah. Dove it into turn 1 and got it loose and buzzed the rears. And I just rolled the bottom because that was my only chance. And when he buzzed that right rear, it didn't hook up for him on the exit, and I just rolled up under him there. And then I think his tires were pretty pissed at that point, and got around him. And of course, I knew the shot was coming, so I saved it up there in the middle of 3 and 4, and then he got a little his truck got a little upset there too. So it was just a matter of who could get back to the throttle and who could get the power down and get back to the line. So incredible, man. There's a lot of grenades out there he had to avoid tonight. I didn't want to get back there in the junk. My teammates, man, they didn't fare as well as I did, obviously, but man, that was a long one. I'm worn out, and man, cannot believe I pulled that off. That was freaking incredible, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, and take us through your restarts. Like I haven't seen anyone get as good of a restart from the not being the control car as you have. Like your timing was perfection.
Well, if you saw the very first green and maybe a couple after that, I was stepping all over it. I could not get going, and one of my teammates, Ryan Howard, kind of gave me a little tip, and I was like, okay, well, that works. And then it's really a guessing game. When you're not the control car, you guess, and thankfully iRacing's done something where if you get a little bit of a going, I think I even beat Ethan to the line once or twice. So it's gotten pretty lenient on when you can fire, but I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not saying I'm the best at restarts, but after you get hosed so many times and you suck that bad, you got to try something different. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been paying off for me. But Ethan was awesome on restarts. By the time we got through a couple corners, he was gone, and I just didn't want to wreck up there, and I didn't want to tear his stuff up, tear my stuff up, and then turn it into worse than what it could have been. So it was very respectful up front. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a absolutely incredible battle to watch. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for Northern Tool and Equipment. You guys head over to northerntool.com. I know we're just into the fall. There's whatever you need around your house, whatever. Peak's coming up. Black Friday, we're going to have some incredible sales. We're always one of Milwaukee's main dealers, so please go to Northern Tool and get you something real cool, and maybe I'll even pack it for you. But yeah, and thanks for Chad for putting on the show, man. I wasn't thrilled about this full race length here, but turned out pretty damn fun at the end, so I'm pretty happy.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Tommy, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yep, and of course I need to thank Juicy Spider for sponsoring the series. So appreciate all the support those guys give to put up with all of us. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, there is your race winner, Tommy Ryan. And boy, I after 250 hard fought laps, don't think there's much left to say there, huh, Mathieu?
Nope, not really. It was a good ending, great ending to a normal short track race, I should say. We all know what short tracks are, but what a great ending to the race.
Absolutely, that's one that I don't think any of us are gonna forget. But on that, for my broadcast partners, Matthew Weeks and Dave Huckleberry, I'm James Watson, bidding you adieu from Wilkesboro, and we'll see you back again next week for Chicagoland.